Hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I'm a random Darkling. We're jumping right into the next chapter, which is...
Part 2. Azure Moon. Heartstring Moon. The King's Triumphant Return.
You bet it is a triumphant return. Oopda.
Following the death of Rodriguez, Dimitri begins to question his desire for revenge. His troubled mind turns to the kingdom capital and how he might end the chaos plaguing Fargus once and for all.
He is finally going to be rectifying his past mistakes and hopefully, push himself forward. Which means, looking at his final support conversations and just finally going with that. If you forgot to get a support conversation before the time skip, it will still have young Dimitri's voice over old Dimitri just speaking it, so it's a little weird. Because there is a little bit of a difference in tone.
Our victory at Drondra was certainly a turning point for us.
Oh?
However, Rodriguez's death has been difficult to bear.
Yeah.
We've lost considerable military strength and resources.
Yeah. Are there no other lords we can rely on?
Unfortunately, with things as they are now, I don't think House Gautier has any resources to spare.
I'm sorry. I really wish we could help. If only House Galatea had anything to give.
If we split up the soldiers currently defending the monastery, we should have sufficient numbers to invade the Empire. But even then...
Your Highness, you should be resting. Your wounds are still healing.
Yeah.
I am well, I assure you. More importantly, may I have a moment of your time?
Yes, go right ahead, Dimitri. This is...
I wish to apologize to all of you. I have led you down this dark path with me, and have caused so much suffering along the way. I cannot tell you how sorry I am for my behavior. There is no apology I could offer that would be sufficient.
And how do you intend to make up for my father's death?
Oh, just shut up, Felix.
Felix, I realize words alone are not enough to repent, but I fear they are all I have.
I'm not after more empty words. I want you to speak through your actions.
I know that no amount of regret can ever bring back the lives we have lost. I know that well. It is like patching up a tear with a different material. Things can never be as they were. The best I can hope for is to make things whole again. I wish to do the right thing from now on. That is why I have made a decision.
Tell
I
him.
intend to take back the kingdom capital. I wish to save our people. Those who I turned my back on for far too long. To follow
There
my
we
heart
go.
and do the
That's...
right thing. That is the only way I can atone for my sins.
That's
Your
it, Dimitri.
Highness.
There we go.
If we can win back Ferdiad, it will give us the advantage in our war against the Empire. As one who has served the royal family for ages, know that your words bring me great joy and pride. That said, I must point out that if we make for Ferdiad, the Emperor's head will slip further out of reach. Can you live with that?
I still hold hatred in my heart for her, and for the ones responsible for the tragedy. That I will carry with me until death. But my life is my own. It belongs to no one else.
There we
It
go.
is high time that
That-
I started living for what I believe in.
There we go,
I
Dimitri.
will no longer allow the voices of the dead to bind me. This is something that I must do. No. Something that I am choosing to do.
Here we go.
I will accomplish my aim, even if it means risking my life to do so.
Understood.
There we go.
Highness. So, any objections?
No objections here. Count me in.
You are correct. We cannot afford to die in vain by recklessly challenging the Empire.
There we go. Sedith.
I'm worried about Lady Rhea. But if this is the choice you've made, I support it.
Mercedes, if we are to
I am
rescue
at
Lady
your
Rhea, we
command,
need
Your
as
Highness.
many numbers as we
I
can
will
get.
follow you anywhere.
My
Jeez.
sword is at your service, Your Highness.
I'll help too. The people in Ferdiad need us.
There we go.
Fine. I'll help you, in my father's stead. But in return, you must win. You know that, don't you, Dimitri?
I do. And I
He
swear
actually
on my
used
father's
his
lands that we will prevail.
used his name.
It is decided.
Oh my goodness.
It seems this war council has much to discuss. Our next stop is Ferdiad, the kingdom capital, for the future of Fargus.
Yes, for the future of Fargus. Ah, yes, here we go. Here we go. Oh? You're curious to know how Dimitri is doing. Go for a visit? Yes, let's do it. Let's go. Still training?
Indeed, but I was thinking about ending it here. Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling
You
the
can
sting of
finally
wounds
support
should
people
heal
again.
before I
Yes.
go.
What wounds?
The
Exactly.
injury I got when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Gronder. Her eyes were filled with revenge, just as mine once were.
Who was she?
I don't know, but I have a guess.
Yeah.
Ah, I suppose I haven't told you about that yet.
Oh? What are you talking about?
I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar. The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time.
Oh, dear. Are you okay?
Of course. I could capture the lot of them with my eyes closed. It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago.
Oh.
I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent.
Mm-hmm.
I have taken so many lives, and with each one, I face hatred. During the last 5 years, especially. My life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point, I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday.
Yep.
Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed. But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions, only to hurt them in the end. I suppose
I know,
this
that's
is
rough.
another thing we will just have to live with.
Unfortunately, yes. Feel the same way.
Yes.
That's the grim
As
reality
one who chose to
of
fight,
war.
it is my responsibility to confront this anguish and the true nature of war.
Mm-hmm.
Until the day my life comes to an end.
We can confront it together, man. You're not alone.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Professor, there is something that I only recently realized.
Oh?
I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
I'm glad you're back, man. Alright. And now, to continue forward with support convos for Dimitri. Yay. And of course, Vassal and Liege. I've been waiting so long for
Your
this.
Highness, you still have scars on your back.
Oh?
It does you no good to languish in pain. I will procure some medicine.
No, it is fine. Though they are still deep, these are from 9 years ago. They do not hurt any longer. And besides, it would be a shame if the scars I got from protecting you were to fade. I bear these scars proudly.
Yikes.
It makes me think that it was worthwhile that someone like me survived.
To hear you say such things.
Uh-huh. That is...
To do
Wow.
say that I saved you. But do you know that you also saved me that day? If I had been unable to save anyone, I would have been the sole survivor. I would have had no reason to keep living. But
that
I
is-
saved someone. Saved you.
That is just...
That and that alone has always been my crutch.
When I stood before
Why am I
those
tearing
soldiers and
up?
their swords
Jeez.
that day, I was prepared to die.
Yikes.
Then you suddenly appeared, and you shielded me. I knew then that a savior's hand could reach into even the deepest darkness. I still have not been able to repay that debt.
Have you not heard a word I've said?
Yeah?
You have saved me in countless ways.
Have you not heard a word I said?
I did nothing but await my execution within my jail cell. Was it not you that saved me?
It was nothing more than my duty as your vassal.
Listen, Dedu, perhaps you consider me to be someone special. But I think the same of you. You are irreplaceable, cherished. So stop saying that we cannot be friends. Stop saying such awful things.
Please, do not look at me that way. You promised me you would build a kingdom that is proud to boast of Duscar blood. In this kingdom, where there is no distinction between the people of Duscar and the people of Fodlan, will I finally, without reservation, be able to call you my friend?
Yikes.
Will I, Dimitri?
Dedu.
And my boy's blushing again.
Yes, you will call me your friend again and again. No matter how many hardships I must endure.
I will do all I can to bring
Canon
about that word
pairing
as well.
right here.
To be your friend is what I have always wanted.
Is that so? I am glad to hear it.
But until that time, we must allow no harm to befall you.
That would
So
be
please
preferred,
call upon
yeah.
me when you walk
Can't really
alone
be
at
friends
night.
with a dead person.
And even when you go out in the day, please tell me where you are going and whom you are meeting.
In the end, I suppose there is no fixing your overprotectiveness, is there?
Nope.
I suppose I can live with that.
Dimitri and Dedu attain support level A. And on to Dimitri and Felix, which can get a little heated. Here too.
I have a question for you. Answer quickly before my hand slips and I cut you in half.
Jeez.
Always so ominous.
Yep.
Well, what is it, Felix?
Sometimes you have an animal's face, contorted with anger and bloodlust. At other times, a man's with a friendly smile. Which is your true face?
Yep.
Do not waste your breath on questions with such obvious answers. They are both the real me. My father, my friends, Glenn. They all meant a great deal to me. And they were all brutally slaughtered. I alone survived. If I do not shoulder the anguish and regret they must have felt, who will?
So that's how you justify your atrocities.
What do you mean?
Oh dear.
I will fulfill my duty to the late king.
Felix
Oh,
is
man, I
going
used to
to
say that
erupt
over
pretty
and
soon.
over like a mantra. How
Yep.
nauseating. No one seems to understand.
Go.
The dead won't acknowledge your loyalty. They don't care. What a load of bunk it is, pretending to serve a corpse. You're serving your own ego.
Oh boy.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not. The dead are dead. The living are living. You have to respect that boundary. If you keep stringing gravestones around your neck, you'll snap.
Even still, I cannot forget
Wow.
them, nor can I let them go.
Then keep those thoughts to yourself. If you're too weak to do that, abandon your throne. Become a gravekeeper.
Yikes, Felix.
I'm not immune to emotion, you know. Far from it.
Oh
I
man.
haven't gone a day without questioning why my father and brother had to die, while I survived. I'll bear this pain until the day I die, but I refuse to wallow in it. I have more important things to do than blubber for my whole life.
Ah, these two.
You know, Felix, you really are growing more and more like your brother. Always so sarcastic and constantly looking for a fight. But deep inside, more than anyone, you...
What are you getting at?
Oh, it's nothing. But allow me to thank you. Your perspective has opened my eyes.
Not my intention. I couldn't stand the pathetic look on your face, that's all.
I see. If you say so, then we will leave it at that.
Ah, Felix. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, dear. This one. This is,
Good evening, Dimitri. Have you come to pray?
oh my goodness.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you?
This last support
oh, yes,
is,
that's why I'm here. how calm and peaceful the cathedral is this late at night.
Yikes.
It really is.
There's a clip here on my on the Switch that will that I sort of did on this whole like support combo, and
We've lost so many.
oh my goodness, it's such a funny moment that I was able to capture.
To live in eternal happiness at the goddess's side. These prayers are all I have to offer.
I think it was from the last time that I played this, before, you know, I did this whole video series.
Sometimes to a fault.
Kind? Me? No, not at all. I am just a killer. A disgusting monster.
But why do you kill? For the sake of your loved ones? Those who have passed? Real monsters kill for selfish reasons. They're incapable of expressing sorrow when they kill. So please, don't call yourself a monster.
Mercedes, I am scared. So scared that I will forget their faces.
Yeesh.
The people who have died. Who I have killed. I cannot let myself forget them.
Wow.
I know that, and yet... Whatever my feelings, it is all the act of a monster.
Yikes.
It's sad, but the truth is that people forget. You may be afraid to forget your past, but you'll never be able to revisit it. Living in the present is the best we can do. We owe it to those who can't come back.
If someone had said those words to me 5 years ago, I would be a different man today.
Huh?
What do you want to do now, Dimitri? Continue fighting for those who have died? Not as a king, but as my classmate. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's...
My own dreams. I have never given it any thought. What about
yeah,
you?
that's what happens.
What do you want, Mercedes?
Oh, this.
I want to keep sewing and training with you, even after you've become king.
Oh god, the sewing needle incident. They still won't let...
But I have no right to stand beside you.
Jeez, Dimitri.
I can't hear any more of this self-deprecation.
Yeah,
I just
goodness,
want to be
man.
by your side. Is that so much to ask?
Mercedes,
Is that so much to ask? Like, come on.
I want the same thing. If you allow it, I wish to stay by your side.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels
Okay, so the clip that I just took of these two, what ended up happening was I was outside of I was basically outside in the I think I was in the merchant quarter of the monastery, and this is what occurred.
just the two of us.
No sale.
Yeah, so that occurred when I got their support, and I just, oh my goodness, that was just so poorly timed. And yeah, Dimitri was sporting a different hairstyle there, so that can be done in changing their unit's appearance. Maybe I'll do it at some point, but yeah. So I was out in front of Anna, and I was doing support, and Anna just says, no sale. It's just... like, she just said, like, no way can these two become a thing. Like, you know, it just the way that she said it and the way the timing just turned out, it's just like she just did not like that pairing whatsoever. And so it just, oh my god. I can't believe I was actually able to capture that on film. So, that was cool. And, his support with,
Your
and that's...
Highness, I have one more favor to ask.
Is this about Gustav again? I have plenty more stories about him. But perhaps it is time for you to speak with him yourself.
Oh,
Yes.
it's not about Father this time. This time I wanted to ask about you.
About me?
About him?
I mean, I heard all about Father last time, but I didn't ask about you.
Ah, well, I'm afraid there is not much of interest for me to tell you.
Oh, it doesn't have to be funny or interesting. That's
Yeah.
not why I'm asking.
Oh.
It's just that I thought I already knew you. but I'm not sure I really do.
Oh?
That day when we were reunited at the monastery, I didn't know what to say to you.
Oh, yeah, that.
So I wanted to prepare some of your favorite food. I thought maybe if you ate something that you liked, you'd cheer up a little.
Oh.
But when I got to the kitchen,
Adorable.
I realized I didn't even know what you like to eat.
I see. Well, it's a little hard to say what my favorite is. I just don't really have any strong feelings about food. That said, you're pretty keen on sweet things, right, Annette?
Yes, that's right. I'm at my happiest when I'm digging into
Strong
a sweet treat.
feelings about food?
Oh, did you know there's a famous sweet shop in the capital?
Oh.
Yes. It often had long lines outside, didn't it? The castle guards often spoke of it.
The sweets were so good.
Oh my goodness.
They cost a fortune, but I loved them. When father was still around,
For me,
we
that's
all lived
with
as a
Brock's
family in the
malted
capital.
milk balls.
Since then, I've
Those
had them only
things
a
are
few
just.
times.
Oh.
How I'd love to taste them again.
They take the.
Say, Annette, when this war is over,
They take the
where will you
steam
go?
out of any
I
Whopper
heard that you were close to Baron Dominic back in the
Just
academy days.
That's
immediately.
Right. But
Like,
that's not where I think I'd like to
they
go
are
when
the
all of this
best
is over.
malted milk balls
I
ever.
reconnected with father.
Oh.
So I'd like to live with my family again, in the capital. Also, if I'm in the capital, I'll be able to see you from time to time. Right?
Ah, that settles it then. We'll have to get your father working twice as hard.
Father's at a ripe old age now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't work him too hard.
I mean, he's 61.
I will keep that
He's
in mind.
61 years old. Yikes. Oh. No sale. That's too good. Oh. Take some time before I can deepen the bond with Happy. Oh dear.
Finally, you score a point against me on the ground. You have improved, Ingrid.
Mm-hmm.
That was nothing more than a fluke. My technique was horribly sloppy that last round.
Yeah.
It does not matter what sort of technique it was. You won. If this had been a real battle, I would be dead. You wielded your lance well, without any hesitation. Has your approach changed?
Oh,
You
man.
may recall when I said I'm now able to move on. Because of you.
Oh, yeah.
I remember. What did you mean by it?
Oh, that.
That I finally understand the truth about Glenn.
Oh, this whole
It
thing.
sounds as though he died with a heavy heart. A heart that carried regret. I had suspected as much. But instead of acknowledging it, I twisted my memory of him to fit an ideal I've been upholding.
Cognitive distortion. Sort of a dissonance
Your
thing.
Highness,
Yeah.
I will not sacrifice my life for anyone. But perhaps instead, I can live my life for someone. I will pledge my life to you.
And how exactly am I meant to interpret that?
Knight.
However you please, Your Highness.
Oh? Well then. Ingrid, when this is all over, I want you to support and defend me. As my knight. I have been thinking of telling you this for a long time. We get along well, you and I.
As your knight? Yes, yes, of course. Of course I will. I intended to do so for the sake of the kingdom. Together, Your Highness. You and I. Our first order of business,
Golly, Ingrid.
this tragic war to an end.
Yes. And while we're at it, do not die on me, Ingrid. Promise me that.
Yes, Your Highness. I swear it on my lance.
Yeah, we don't need any more lingering regret from Dimitri to take a hold. Oh, man. And Dimitri and Gilbert. Oh my god, this is gonna...
Gustav, it has been 8 years since I last called you by that name.
Your Highness, I must deeply apologize for leaving the kingdom without permission. I was...
Oh dear.
There's no need to explain, old friend. I can guess at your reasons. The tragedy of Dusker. You felt responsible for that incident and sought respite in the goddess, abandoning your name, rank, and homeland in repentance.
Oh.
Am I right?
There we
I have no
go.
excuses to offer. It was all I could think to do.
I always knew you for a pious man, and I figured that if you were to leave, this is where you would end up. You have changed much. Your face does not have the same resolve it once did.
For some reason, I don't think of a Queens of the Stone Age song.
You have changed as well.
I can't
Even though this is a
disagree.
very serious conversation between Gilbert and Dimitri.
It's my duty to protect His Majesty, his father. Naturally, that also included Lady Patricia and yourself as well.
Yep.
My father and mother are gone. No amount of regret will bring them back.
My dreams are haunted by the thought that had I arrived at Dusker more swiftly.
You saved my life at Dusker. I have only gratitude for you, no blame to speak of.
Jeez.
I wish for you to remain in the kingdom, Gustav. Even after this conflict is
Jeez.
over. I need your strength to help rebuild
Gustav's
the
hair,
ravaged
well,
land that
Gilbert's
Vargas
hair
has
is just
become.
absolutely...
Please. I beg
Yikes.
your
It's so long.
forgiveness, but there is no
I wish
place
you would
left
wear it
for
down
me in
more.
that land.
I see. Though much has changed, your stubbornness remains. I have no desire to trouble you. If you do not wish to
Stubbornness remains.
return, that is your choice to make. But I do advise you to at least visit the place of your birth. If only for your family's sake.
Yes, Your Highness. Thank you. I appreciate your concern.
I hope I have enough time to build the supports between him and the characters. Like, I'll have to really think carefully on how to do that, but... Ah, darn it. This is... He could gain the support, like, before, you know, he went all insane. So it's gonna have his, old Dimitri voice. It's gonna be weird for me to listen to this. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Taking care of all of that. And, of course, now it is time to, basically explore the monastery again. Oh, and gain that Silver Axe Plus, finally. Yay. And, of course, accept that trade secret quest again.
Hey, you.
That is going to be brutal. So many trade secrets. Aw, Bernie, you in your room again. Yikes.
It's always so peaceful coming back here. But it's hard to relax knowing we have to go out on another expedition again so soon.
Oh.
And now we're headed to the kingdom? That sounds hard. Oh, really hard, don't you think?
The fact that they need to We'll be fine.
Of course you'd say that. Why'd I even ask?
Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Lord Rodrigue. Of course.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me. What am I doing? I'm going to the greenhouse to get, like, my crops, because I'm still hoping for those berries that will finally allow me to finish my supply run, because, you know, it's been hard. Finally, some Albinian berries! Jeez! Gilbert? I need you to do something. Oh my goodness.
To be speaking.
Oh dear, you're back.
My gratitude.
Yes!
Thank you very much.
Finally!
I am very grateful to you. I could never have achieved this on my own. It is all thanks to you and Lord Rodrigue. This month, we will invade Ferdiad by way of the Fraldarius domain.
Uh-huh.
Leave the
Okay.
negotiations with House Fraldarius to me. You make ready for the actual battle. It's
Great.
a tricky business, but we are taking our first steps forward.
Nice.
I have a request.
Floral tributes. Nice. Floral tributes. Find some flowers and give them to Gilbert. Understood. Oh.
Edelgard, Claude, His Highness,
Yes.
all the house leaders from way back when assembled again at Gronder.
Except it was a
I
lot
wonder
more
what their
brutal.
thoughts were as they headed out to the battlefield.
I mean, Edelgard, despite her, you know, her strategic mind, seemed a little saddened by this idea. Still, Claude really just did not like this circumstance overall. Well, oh man, that was just a rough battle. I can't believe I was finally able to, like, finally go into Ferdiad. Gruesome, wasn't it? Yeah, I am just gonna go and find the flowers and give them to Gilbert, which will be near the greenhouse. And just, you know, doing that will be good. Do some gardening. I'm planting some vegetable seeds because I need more vegetables. Not gonna be able to yield as much, but at least will give me some more. Gladolius. Flowers used as an offering to those who died in war. The flowers are colorful, but the leaves are sharp as blades. Ooh. Okay. Go to the map. We're going back to this floor. Is Dorothea up here, or... Oh, Hilda. What's she doing on the 3rd floor? Yikes. Okay.
I need to be speaking.
I need to be speaking.
This month, we leave the negotiations a tricky bit.
Let's get you the Gladiolus.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Cool. I think I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go buy some tea. Buy some tea for the merchants. Just bleed them dry so I can start, doing some necessary things to make sure, like, I can finish, like, these support chains.
Return soon, please.
No sale. What triggers you saying this? What? Makes fruit seeds. Oh dear, I forgot about the dark merchant here. Hello! It's like, kind of reminds me a bit of like, hello! La la la! And any of you who knew Seinfeld, that was just like a really annoying gag that, frankly... Oh. Okay.
Will this one do?
Yes, yes.
It's all yours. Take it. Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one? It's all yours. Take it. Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this one? It's all yours. Take it. Tell your friends.
Yeah, sure. Sure I will. What does the Eastern...
Welcome.
What does the Southern Merchant have? Seeds for,
Come again.
poultry and wild game.
A class, you gotta keep it.
What?
A class reunion on the battlefield? That's bleak.
Yep. She's finally saying something different.
You
Yeah.
gotta keep looking after them all. I mean, they still look to you for guidance, you know?
I realize. Apparently I have that effect on people.
Hey!
And yep, still 7 secrets. Great. Oh man. And of course, I gotta zoom in here. This is a meme that the textures are just so bad here. And that is a really, like, bad texture. Yay.
Professor?
Oh.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Nothing to report?
Ferdiad is a city with a long history that goes back to before Fargus gained its independence.
Oh.
I'd like to visit that place at least once before I die. But I'm afraid I have my own work to attend to. It's hard being so dedicated.
Oh, trust me, you're not dedicated.
Leisurely sightseeing once Fodlan knows the
But that's part of your charm. If you really had stuff to report, you would tell me about, like, Cornelia. Hello? What did those two just do?
Dimitri hated the Empire with a fiery passion. At Gronder, driven by fury, he sent many good knights to their doom.
Oh dear.
Now he appears to be freed from that hatred.
Yep.
If he can make thoughtful decisions, unswayed by his emotions, He may make a fine king someday.
Kings can't have feelings?
No, they cannot. Kingly judgment has to be wholly separate from the emotions of the individual.
I guess in some ways that would make sense if all decisions were like based on like some rough emotions. I mean, honestly, it would be a death sentence to us. Also, we can have meals with Dimitri again. Ooh, peach sorbet is the special today. Awesome. That's good. Even though that is a dish I can make so rarely, just given like what I have.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Huh. Anyways. Dudu and... I want to look for something with Dudu and Dimitri to eat. Oh. Perfect. Even though Dimitri doesn't need the meal, I kind of want to see this because I wouldn't feel comfortable like showing any meal with Dimitri and Dudu if it's like not...
Never thought I would be able to enjoy a meal with my friends again.
No one is to blame. But yes, we should eat together more often.
Yeah, he,
You know when you work your muscles and they start screaming?
Yep.
That means you gotta be nice to them.
Uh-huh.
If your muscles are hungry, you gotta feed them. And let them rest when they're tired.
Of course. You can tell how your muscles are feeling?
Of course. If my muscles hurt, then I hurt. If they're hungry, well then I'm hungry too. What's with the confused face, Professor? You look like you don't get a word I'm saying.
Yeah, Raphael doesn't like to admit it, but like he is a... He may look like he just like only likes to eat and train, but you know, he's looking at his training like rather practically as, you know, very much not exactly train hard, but training smart, like incredibly smart. He's really good at that. Yeah. And so like he really gets this idea of super compensation, which is like, you know, replenishing all of your diminished resources from like a hard workout and as much as possible so your muscles build back better than they were before.
Really?
So, super compensation in a nutshell. Hi, Flame.
Standing face to face with those whom I went to school with. On the field of battle.
Uh-huh.
How inhuman war is. How horrifying.
Yeah.
My heart feels shattered. It is my hope that this war marks the end of such foolish behavior.
I hope so too. I hope so too. That was not a pleasant situation to get into.
What?
For anyone. What is on the calendar for this month? Yeah. Still the same 2 paralogs. Oh dear. Today is the choir festival. Oh, nice. Everyone can get it up here. Oh, wow. It actually shows the support with people you sing with. Dang. That is, that's actually really cool. A plus. Ooh. So there is a way to get... Interesting. So if there's a way to see your true support level in this, instead of like just on the support combo, like if it says A+, like, you know, that's something, or B+, you know, the requirements actually go down too. Neat. Neat. Fortunately, I don't really find any justification there because, oh, there's one note. Who is it from? I have concerns about allowing a young woman still on the cusp of adulthood to spend time alone with members of the opposite sex. What are your thoughts? She'll resent you if you interfere too much. Of course you would hate that answer, but that, unfortunately, is the truth. Like, you got... Like, I totally get, you know, as her father, like, you really want to make sure she's, you know, fine with it. And, like, that's... It's natural to worry. It's very natural to worry.
But I've never actually been to Ferdinand. Do you think it'll still be
She
cold
also
this time
has
of
her
year?
own feelings, though.
Can't even
And
imagine.
I'll leave it at that. Oh. We should prepare for the cold.
You're right. It's an important battle, so let's make sure we're ready for anything.
Good idea. Very good idea. Jeez, where is Dimitri? Is he, like... Oh, he's in the Knights... I really want to talk to him. Dimitri! Hey!
I really caused trouble for you, didn't I? I am so sorry, truly. I am also eternally grateful to you. Now, it's time to go to the kingdom capital. I hope that you will lend me your strength once again.
I will, man. I will. It's great to have you back. I really do appreciate that. Oh, hey, Dudu.
Everyone is saying His Highness is back to his old self, but I do not think that is accurate.
Yeah, I don't think so
What he
either.
was until recently is what he had been for as long as I've known him. So tortured by his compassion for the fallen that it had driven him mad. He has always been too kind to be king. He has always felt too much for the weak and the dead.
Yeah.
That is exactly why I look up to him.
I think he grew a little bit from that. No. No. Oh man, it's gonna be like another playthrough before I can get to the ideas on like why I do truly do not like Leonie at the moment. And really exemplifying that. Just the supports between me and her, just the way they are timed, they're just not... Yikes. Okay, pond snail there. Go. Yeah, I don't... Oh yeah, the axe tournament, right. Should probably go do that. I think that's the last thing I should really do in this whole part here. The advanced axe tournament. Not to do... Actually... Challenge the warriors to serve the brave and widely accepted Lord Holst. So, we're facing the warriors employed by Hilda's brother. Sure, why not? Let's enter the advanced axe tournament, get a silver axe plus. I'm gonna put that on to do, but oh man, this should be fun regardless.
It's my duty.
Oh my god, I love this guy. Love this guy. He's gaining more speed too, so that's also been fun to see. I wonder how light the training axe actually is. Because I think just from that whole standpoint, it might be an more effective weapon to like double stuff. If you have a high enough attack stat and you just don't have enough speed, that might open more avenues. I still have no clue how attack speed's like calculated in this game, and yeah, you should be able to beat him just fine. Oh, avoid it. Oh yeah, boy.
I must steel myself.
Nice. Yo, I'm healing you just in case. That is a lot of damage. Adios, míos. Oh my dieu.
I'm still here.
Merci beaucoup. Okay. There we go. That worked out. Oh, hey, Caspar.
Can you believe it, Professor? Dimitri actually apologized to me.
Oh!
Remember that awful business between him and my Uncle Randolph?
Uh-huh.
He just came by and said he was sorry for all that.
Jeez.
That was behind us as far as I was concerned. But even so, it seems like he's changed for the better.
Wow! That is... Well, though, if I recall, Caspar, you were the one that, you know, reduced your uncle to a pulp. And it was also the reason why I looked up that a strange word that meant the killing of one's own uncle. Like I am so sorry if that just threw a lot of people off when I titled it that. Oh hey, we can enter the sauna with Dimitri now too. Yeah, so support functions are back with them. Oh, you don't want to be here, do you? Okay, there we go. Yeah, a little steam will help calm your mind here. Help you keep yourself sane. Fortunately, you haven't really been able to do that. Ah, what the H? That is... What the H, Bobby? And you watch regular show? Like, one of my all-time favorite quotes from Mordecai was, "What the H, Bobby?" It was just like this random quote in the first season. J.G. Quentel is a very... that dude is so odd and I love it. But also that series was just so crazy too. I loved it too. I don't know, it just... I can't really look at cartoons the same way again because that regular show was a borderline show that, you know, had adult references in it, and it just, oh my god, if you were an adult, I mean, the thing is, if you were an adult watching, the jokes were blatantly obvious. Even though it just... Like, it should... Some episodes should have been rated TV-14 at least, but, you know, it just... Some of them just went past unnoticed. It just, like... All I can say, skee ball. Play some skee ball. Smithing stone. Oh, what the... Does that exit, like, go anywhere? It goes nowhere. It really goes nowhere. Ugh. Yeah, I really don't know what else I can do here. Thank you all for joining me on this little monastery run, and to see Dimitri's supports and just doing that. I'll see you all in the next video when we take back Ferdiad. Well, the kingdom capital, at least. So, that should be really nice. Take care, everyone.